This is the plaintiff, Elaine Bynum. She says she referred people to the defendant's CPR class and was promised a referral fee of $10 a person. She worked very hard, actually got 432 people from a nanny group to attend the defendant's classes. The defendant double-crossed her, however, because she hasn't paid her in full for the referrals, and she's here suing her for the $3,320 she still owed. This is the defendant, Jennifer Pollock. She says she doesn't owe the plaintiff any more money than the $1,000 she's already paid her. The plaintiff should be happy she got paid anything at all, because she never sent her any students. She just gave her a phone number to a nanny organization. The sad woman's just hard up for money. This lawsuit has no merit, and she thinks the judge will agree. She's accused of ripping off a referrer.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff referred people to the defendant's CPR class and says that a lot of people came and she got stiffed. But the defendant says she's already given the plaintiff $1,000, so back off. It's the case of you flunked cardio.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome,
Okay, Ms. Bynum, you are suing Ms. Pollock for $3,320 in referral fees that you say you are due, and she has not paid you. Tell me what's going on here.
I'd like to first inform you how I met the defendant. I used to do parties. She used to do parties.
Are you talking about promotional stuff for pay?
That is correct.
Okay.
Okay, so bringing you up to speed now, September the 3rd, 2016. She was invited, as well as 5 other people. One of the additional person is my witness, to a presentation of my own personal business. At the end of the presentation, the defendant decided that she would make an announcement about what it is that she did as a side job. She stated at that time she would be willing to pay anyone in the audience, that audience of 5 people, because she gave a CPR class. If you referred groups, individuals, or organizations, she would pay $10 per person who attended and took the CPR class that she was given.
Was there a written contract between you two?
It was only verbal.
Are there any texts or emails regarding it?
I do have a few texts in which she speaks back and forth to me about the payment agreement.
Okay, let me see those texts.
Okay, very well.
While she's looking for that, let me ask you, what is it you do? You run a CPR, are you actually certified?
Yes.
And are you the one who teaches the actual course, or you have other people teaching it?
I teach the actual course.
Okay, so you go to this event and you announce that if anybody brings me business, I will pay you $10 a head?
What I announce is that I allow people to host CPR classes. What that means is they bring the students, they provide the place, and they collect the money.
Yeah,
and
but that's not what happened between you and Ms. Bynum, right?
No, that's not what happened.
Right, but you paid Ms. Bynum a bunch of money, even though that's not what happened,
She's
right?
very slick.
She's slick. Okay, so you had those classes, and Ms. Bynum apparently connected you with a nanny service, correct?
She connected me with a lady named Fern, who works for a nanny service.
How much in total to date have you paid Ms. Bynum?
$2,310.
Right. You thought it was $1,000, but I guess you had a chance to take a closer look at it. It's $2,310 that you paid her. All right. So you didn't say at $1, wait, you're supposed to provide a venue. Wait, you're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do that. When did you get sick of paying her?
I didn't get sick of paying her. At around June 2017, the lady who hosts the class, she asked me, she said, your friend Elaine keeps calling me, asking me how many people are taking the class. I said, but Elaine is supposed to be getting the people. The lady asked me, why does she keep calling, asking how many people? Does she have the right to do that? I said, no. She said she was your business partner. I said, she's not my business partner. She told me she worked with you. So right there, I knew that she wasn't bringing in any people. The way that she was getting the information of how many people were in the class is before the class, she would call the lady to find out what day. She would follow the lady's group on Facebook to see her promoting the classes. I have copies of that. She finds out what day the classes are to be. And then during the class, she would text the lady and ask how many people were in the class. After the class, she would text me and say, oh, you should have had about 20 people today. making me think that she had something to do with the people being in the group.
See, you know, the question here, I understand both of your positions. Your position is, hey, she wouldn't have these referrals if it weren't for me. And your position is she made one phone call and it's someone else doing the referrals.
I have all of the copy of
Are
all
you
of
paying that person the $10?
That person gets, actually, she gets $20 per person.
When did that happen?
That's been going on. When I went on the site, when the court case came up, so I wanted to see the lady advertising. I went on the site and I found out that she's charging $60 per person.
And then you're only getting how much?
She gives me, before it was $25, and now she gives me $35 per person.
Okay.
So how do you prove that that you earned a referral fee? It seems tough.
I would assume when they fill out the application for the class, there'd be a box to put your name as a referral on there.
What if they don't do it? What if they just don't do it?
They should. It's no way to prove it besides
It's really hard going inside the courtroom.
According to you, the other individual is the one who does the advertising and brings people in.
Yes, I have copies
And
of that.
who sets the date of it?
We both work it out. I have texts of that, too.
Does she have anything to do with picking the date?
Absolutely nothing.
Who registers the students for it?
The lady Fern.
Okay.
May I elaborate?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it sounds to me, look, it's very clear. I don't think you guys disagree on the facts. You know, it's just that you want me to interpret your verbal agreement one way, she wants me to interpret it another way. She wants me to interpret it as who specifically are you signing up? And you want me to interpret it as anything derivative of it goes to you $10 a head too, because you're the one who hooked her up with Fern, right? That's how you want me to interpret it, and you want me to interpret it differently.
Well, to a degree, yes.
But like, in other words, if you are not obtaining the names of each person, like, until when did you think this agreement would go on? Like, even, you know, there are agency contract, commission contracts, and they have a beginning, a middle, and an end. You know, you can't have it in perpetuity. Yours is completely verbal. There's no beginning, middle, and end. So all I can do is look at it and say, is this what the parties intended? You want
correct.
me to interpret into a blanket saying to 5 people, I'm going to pay you $10 a head for every student you bring me. You want me to interpret that if you connect her with someone else, that you get $10 of whatever that person brings her forever. That's how you want me to. Where's the end to this?
No,
you know?
ma'am. I'm not expecting you to interpret it that way. I am expecting that it be interpreted the way she stated, which is when does it end? I want to ask you that question. It ends when it does not. It's not a residual income. It's for right then and there. So the groups, I do have.
I'm sorry. If this nanny group continues to, 10 years from now, if that nanny group is still doing classes, you still get it.
I do not expect to be paid.
Why not?
Because
When does
it's
it
not
end?
residual. It's for that introduction of this group.
I don't know what that means. It's not residual. If this same group,
10 years from now, brand new people.
but from that same nanny group.
My group. No,
Yes. The answer is yes. Then there is no end to your commission. And even if the situation changes, which at the beginning, when you first started with this group, was Fern taking a cut?
Yes, but I didn't know. I never.
You didn't
asked,
know she was taking a cut?
No, I never asked what she was charging.
And then you
I
found
saw,
out, boy, there's all kinds of stuff you don't know, huh?
But she's the one that, yes, I found out a whole lot of stuff. And see how she keeps referring it to as her group, her group. When I say group, I mean you bring in a group of students, not you go to a group on Facebook and watch and see what other people are advertising and then find out.
Yeah.
It's a group on Facebook. You don't belong to a nanny group.
I do so. My name is on that group list.
Okay,
My name is on that group
guys,
list.
we're done. This is I have to tell you, it is kind of a close case. I really wish that you guys had some kind of written contract that explained a little more fully what the agreement was between you two. But the idea that you could place one call and then get commissions from it forever, it's not that can't happen. It's that usually that understanding is very clear between the parties in a written contract, if that's your intent. Because when somebody stands up and says, I'll give you $10 a head for every student you sign up, it means I'll give you $10 a head for every student you sign up. So I can understand why she felt, wow, man, this gravy train was going on for $2,300. It's enough already. And listening to the two of you, I'm not going to read in something that is pretty constricting, which is what you're asking me to read in, that she agreed forever to pay you $10 a head for what somebody else did. I'm not going to read that in there, and my verdict in this case is for the defendant.
Thank you.
So, in what the judge admitted was a very close case, the defendant prevails. Elaine, the plaintiff, has just come out of the court. You know your problem here. You didn't have anything written. Didn't you get that from the judge?
I got that from the judge.
I mean,
yes,
if you'd had it written, something down there in concrete, then she could read it and you could, stick
Other than
to
my
that.
text, yes,
yeah,
I got that.
That was your problem.
It's okay. I still believe in the process, due process.
Okay. Well, you did get some money. She said she paid you over $2,300.
Which was a lie, but it's okay. I believe in the process.
That's what she said.
The
Okay.
judge is here to make the right the wrong.
Okay, good. I'm glad you feel that way.
Yes, most definitely.
Most people don't when they lose. So good for you. All right. Ms. Pollock has come out. Are you getting in any agreements with any other person like this or not?
No, no, not like that.
So the thing here is, if you do, again, a contract would be a huge help. Would you
Yes,
agree?
I
Something on
agree.
paper?
Yes, she was trying to pimp me.
She was.
Yes.
Okay. Well, she lost. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. You must sign some documents out there. Harvey, contract. Big help, right?
I got to tell you, Doug, you should almost keep a list of all the people that you give referrals to, and then at least you have the name to prove it if it comes to pass.